Happy Sunday, everybody. I'm just back with some more daily numerology. I'm going to post 2 videos today. I'm going to post this daily, and then I'm going to post the monthly for December, our current energy that will be vibrating through the whole month. And I'm also in that video going to give more details on how I come up with these things and maybe put it in another way to understand it. I'm getting the idea that people watch the videos, but they're not understanding like how the numbers correlate to what I'm saying. In the bigger picture, like the number is the tool, okay? I have the ability to intuitively read them, but really what it's about is what I'm saying about the energy. If you don't understand the numbers, it's really okay. I just want you to listen to what the energy of the day is and how it can help you. And if you have any questions or like you care a lot or you are just super curious how this all plays into like your personal life or the collective life, you can message me and ask me, please, by all means, you know what I mean? Some people are like confused as to how this works. And I have to tell you that I made up my own daily way of doing it. The way that I do a daily numerology reading does not exist anywhere because I made it up and I took the information. Like I said, I have like 3 to 4 different books that I use. And there are many different schools of thought on numerology, and it actually changes from like one culture to another. There's a similar thing going on, like the energy of the numbers, but how they're read and how they're personal to you or the collective is kind of different from one culture to the next. So I kind of like combined a couple of different things to come up with this daily numerology about our inner world, how we're feeling on the inside, and then the outside world is what we project out into the outside world. They reflect back and forth. It's the inner and the outer of our soul, the inner of who we are, our innermost thoughts, what people don't always know what's going inside of us. And then the outer is what we present to the outside world and what that energy on the outside can be presented back to you that reflects back to you, if that makes any sense. And again, like I said, like if you have any questions, just ask me. But it's I feel like it's pretty accurate. And I'm just here to help. Like that's it. You know what I mean? So, please don't be confused. Ask me. Go ahead and like ask me, like, what does that mean? You know what I mean? So today is December 4th, 2022. In our inner world, we have a 4, and in our outer world, we have a 13. How do I come up with that number? I use the day of the month. Today is December 4th. So the 4 is the inner world. That's what's going on the inside, right? What really, and that's the most highlighted of the energy. And then I get the outside number by adding all the numbers of the current date, December 4th, 2022. So 12, 4, and 2022, all individually added up, gets me to 13. And that's how I get to that. So I hope that kind of like clears some air for some people and makes it a little bit more understandable. I want you to understand so you can use the energy to your advantage. So we have a 4 on the inner world and we have a 13 on the outside. This 4 on the inner world is about foundation and structure, and it correlates with the planet Earth, material things, physical things. That's what the 4 is. It is earthly. It's what we stand on, right? That's what the 4 represents. In this 4 though, I really want to take on the idea of responsibility, work, and accomplishment. It is a time in this energy to make solid foundations, whether that be financially, physically, mentally, or all 3. We're going through a cycle. And yesterday we were in a 3 of expansiveness. We kind of like are understanding how we're growing and expanding. And we kind of use that to make our day better. Maybe when we went out and did something, or maybe we spent some time with some friends. It was a really good day to do that and really understand where we are growing and expanding. Because when we're with other people, we kind of have a good idea of where we sit sometimes. And it kind of gives us an idea of where our growth is. So as we come into this 4 of this foundations, that growth puts forth this like, well, where do I go from here? Back like a week ago, we were working on manifesting our dreams, working on our dreams. From November 22nd, I had that in the cycle, which was a 4, about, bringing the ideas to come forth so that we could build a dream. We could build something for ourselves, do something new for ourselves, okay? So this 4 today is going to highlight whatever you've been working on, and even yourself, Like your project, your dream could be just bettering yourself as well. It could be anything that you're working on to better yourself in any way, or to make yourself bring more joy to your life, or take out less stress. Okay. So this 4 is about, because we're making solid foundations, or really the energy is allowing you to make those solid foundations, business and personal relationships can grow really strong under this vibration, and lasting ties of friendship can also develop. And that's what I'm going to focus on this for. Because of our growth and expansion, and because we're pursuing something to change us for the better, it allows us to really hone in on the responsibility, whatever work we have to do and whatever we want to accomplish, it highlights it and creates this foundation. And it allows us to understand where we are, maybe financially, maybe where we are mentally, maybe where we are physically. Any one of those things, or all 3 of those things, we could really start to have ideas on how we can really build a solid foundation today. The 4 wants you to stand on this earth and be grounded to it, and be grounded into whatever changes, projects, or things that you are doing. And this energy highlights that. So it's a good day to do something productive in that way. For example, if you are working on your physical health, then really maybe go down a different road of whatever you do daily. Figure out a different routine. Maybe there's something that you need to add into your routine, take out of your routine. This is the idea of the foundation. Build a strong foundation with money, physical, and mental. All 3, or just one individually, it doesn't matter. And because you do that, something that you put into action today will highlight business and personal relationships. And you could really bond over building your foundation, which they become part of your foundation, and they become a long-lasting relationship in some way or another. And then on the outside world, we have a 13. And the 13, it correlates with the Tower card in the tarot. So it's about something being smashed down so that something new can come in. The 13 is just reminding you that you've really pushed down a lot of things, that you've broken through a lot of things. And because of that, the 13 is saying that you have the ability today to really build a whole new foundation and structure that's not going to happen with. And you have the energy is providing the strength and the power behind the 13, saying, hey, you have this, you have the ability to build a foundation stronger and better than before. And also the relationships in which this foundation is built with will be long lasting and will be there for a long time to come, as it beneath your dream holds your dream. So remember that the 4 is like a window. It is. We stay grounded in the earth, and we open the 4 window to begin a whole new thing that is now built on a foundation, a strong, solid foundation based in you doing more with your financial, your physical, your mental, and then a relationship that forms that really ties in to building this structure and foundation that is going to be so helpful to your future. And then I did a card pull, guys, because I like to do it on Sundays because I always have more time. So I love these cards. I love what came up because it correlates, right? So the first card is a 13. It's opposite, right? But it's a 13, and it's about effort. So the effort is really about things. It's the 13. Challenges could come. All right. There are things that could come up in building a foundation that can get a little difficult, but you keep pushing through. You have the power. No matter what comes up, you have the ability to flow through that challenge. You really, really do. Don't deny yourself that. Don't think that you don't, because you do. You really have the strength and the effort to push through whatever comes your way as you're building a new foundation. The second is synchronicity. The synchronicity shows up when we're on the right path. Coincidence? I think not. That's not how it works. Not in my mind anyway. The universe synchronizes stuff with us as we are walking where we should be. And as you're building the solid foundation, synchronicities will show up to show you that you are doing exactly what you need, and this foundation is going to be strong for you. And then the third card is forgiveness. Forgiveness of yourself. Forgive everything and anything if you can, but forgive yourself for any mistakes, past things. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes. We're all human. It all works. You have to forgive yourself and move on. Don't sit in your shit. So as long as we can rise above it, you know what I mean? That also helps us build a solid foundation going forward today. I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.